Hi there. We wanted to make a video for you to make it clear what you needed to do when you were dropping off your children or collecting your children if they're returning to school on the 1st of June. So I'm going to go through everything with you. We're going to go around, have a look around the school so you can see all the things that you need to do and how the school is set out to assist you in making it as safe as possible when you drop your children off and when you collect your children. I am going to try and do this in one take, so bear with me. Okay, so everyone's been emailed guidance about what they need to do on June the 1st, and it's really important that that guidance is followed rigidly in order to keep everybody safe. So the first thing is, it's really important there's only one parent that comes into school during the drop-off, because we want to limit the number of people who are on the school site as far as possible. We've also asked you to please arrive at the time indicated for your children, because we want to have as few people on site as possible. So just a reminder that the key workers are arriving at 8:40, year 6 are arriving at 8:50, year 1 at 9 o'clock and year R at 9:15. Wheelers is available for an earlier drop-off if you need to use that, but please do make sure that you book that with the school office in advance. Okay, so what we have at the moment is we have these lines marked, as you'll be familiar if you've been to the supermarket recently. We've got the lines marked here at 2 metres, and these run all the way from the gate along in front of the school office here. This is where you need to start queuing to bring your children in the morning. So essentially you just need to wait at the yellow line. If there's more people in the queue in front of you than there is yellow lines, then please respect the social distancing as you go back and try and stay 2 metres away from each other. So what will happen is you've got the queue down here following the yellow lines towards the main school gate. It is the main school gate that is going to be used as the entry point when you drop your children off in the morning. So there is an in and out section by the school gate, so it's clearly marked. The queue goes round to the main gate here. When you get to the main gate, there's going to be a member of staff here that's going to meet you with your children, okay? At drop-off, parents are not to go into the school site. You're going to drop the children here. They will be able to go from here, and the leader of their pod, and you will know the teacher or the adult that is leading the pod, will be here to meet them, and then they'll go round to their classroom. They'll certainly meet them on the first day. The younger children, they'll continue to meet them. As we get used to it, then some of the older children will probably be able to walk directly to their pods themselves. So what you'll need to do is say goodbye to your children here, leave them here with the school adults, and then you'll need to exit on this side, head up following the arrows, and then you're out into the car park. What we've done is we've stopped staff coming into the car park from about 20 past 8, and we're going to block that and cone the car park off. That means there's a lot more room for people to move around in the car park, knowing that they're going to be safe from any traffic. So those are the procedures for drop-off. Obviously, once you've dropped the children off, we'll make sure we get them into their classroom safely, into their pod safely. We'll make sure very first thing they do is that they wash their hands, and then they're ready to go for the school day. At collection time, things work a little bit differently because people are going to need to come onto the school site to collect their children. Just a reminder of the finishing times. Year R finish at 2:30, Year 1 at 2:45, Year 6 at 3 o'clock, and any other children, the other year groups who are in for any reason, finish at 3:15. So the collection will work in the same way, in that you'll need to queue at the right time on the marks coming out from the main gate. Okay. There'll be a member of the school's leadership team on the gate, and we'll let a small number of adults in at a time. Once you're through the gate, what you'll need to do is go to the classroom in which your child's pod is based. So you'll know that from the letter that's gone out and the text message that you've received where you need to go. In front of the classrooms there are cones. If we can please ask you to stay away from or stay further back than the cones. Don't go any closer towards the classrooms than the cones, please. At this moment in time, we're going to ask you not to have conversations with teachers at collection time. If you've got any information you need to pass on, you need to email it to the office. Likewise, the school office is going to be closed, so please email or telephone any information you need to get to us or anything you need to pass on to the children's teachers. So please don't go in front of the cones. If you're waiting on the playground, then please make sure you are socially distanced from everybody else. I know it's really difficult, but what we can't have is big groups of people standing together, chatting, catching up or anything like that. On the school site, it is absolutely imperative that we make sure we have that social distancing in place. In front of each of the classrooms, there is a yellow line painted on the floor. That is the line you need to wait at to collect your child. So for example, if your child's pod is in Hedgehog's class, then you'll need to wait at this line. The teacher will dismiss from the door and give your child directly to you. Okay? So by each of the classrooms, there is a yellow line. So here's the one for Ladybirds. There's the yellow collection line here. If your children is in a pod that is based in Deer class. For the end classroom there, the yellow line is just the other side of that gate. So you'll need to go round to go to that gate to collect them from there. Okay. What's really important to understand is at collection there is a one-way system in place within the school grounds. So you are coming in this main gate, but you are not leaving from that main gate. So I'll show you the route you need to take to get out of the school, because we do have a front gate and a back gate. The back gate is open, it is the back gate that you are going to need to leave through. Okay, come with me. If your children are coming into school and they are in year 2 or year 3 or year 4 and year 5, they are going to be based, some of them are going to be based in the temporary classrooms. So at the temporary classrooms again, there are 2 yellow lines that you go to and wait to collect your children at the end of the day if they are in those temporary classrooms. Big thank you to FOBS for our Key Stage 1 play structure that we've had finished off. Unfortunately, the children won't be able to use it at the moment, so we've got it coned off, but we can't wait for them to be able to use that properly. The reason for putting a one-way system in place is to make sure it's really safe for everybody, and it reduces the potential of pinch points causing people to have to get too close to each other. So the one-way system runs around here, so everybody needs to come around this way. Even if you've collected your children from the classrooms up there, to exit the school you need to proceed around this way. Again, with the classrooms at the back, there's the cones in place there. Please do not come forward from the cones. Do not come in place in front of the cones. And for every classroom, again, there is a yellow line marked where you can meet your children, okay? Depending on whichever pod they are in, whichever classroom they are based in. And then the one-way system runs around here. So obviously I suggest if you need to collect a child and there's someone at the yellow line, you wait back against the hedge, waiting until you can go in your turn. But as I say, because we're only letting a few parents in at a time, hopefully it won't cause a major problem. So the one-way system runs all the way down the back here, and you'll be able to collect your children from each of the classrooms at the yellow lines. If your child is in year 6 and you are happy for them to walk home by themselves, then that's absolutely fine, but please let the school know. But it is important that you explain to them that if they're doing that, they can't walk home with their friends, they need to go out by themselves, independently walk home, walk straight home, not going to the park, not going to play or anything. We will reinforce that, but it's an important message that you give to your children if they're in year 6, if they're going to be walking home by themselves at the end of the day. So the one-way system to get out of the back gate runs round through into the reception playground here. So these gates will be open. If you are collecting children from reception who are based in the pod round here, then when you get to this point, you can go down to the classroom. And there is a way through past the sandpit back round. If you are not collecting from this point here, then you just need to follow the arrows, please. Making sure you keep to the path for us. Round, across the playground. And then out of this gate here. So this is an exit only gate, please. It will be open but it is open exit only, and we will put a sign on there to remind people as well. And then once you're out of this gate, obviously you can go either way that you need to do to get yourselves home. Okay, so all that information fits in with what you were told in the letters and the information you were given. It is really important though, please, that you do follow the procedures that we've asked you to do. We will be around to help you on the first few days to get used to it, but for everyone's safety it's really important. And if we can ask you to, once you've collected your children, if you can head off of the school site as quickly as possible, please, again, just to limit the interactions that are going on and to help us manage the whole situation as best we can to make it as safe as possible for your children, for you as adults coming onto the school site to collect them and drop them off, and obviously for the staff that work here as well. That would be absolutely fantastic. I'd just like to finish by saying we're really looking forward to having the children who can come back, coming back to school. We've missed you all very much, and we can't wait to see you. Thank you very much.